Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you're tuning in from around the globe, peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the Trillion Dollar Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. This is your pre-market briefing for Wednesday, March 4th, 2026. We got some meaningful macro coming out this morning, which was ADP. ISM Services is coming out at 7 a.m. We also have Crude Oil Inventories in the middle of this heightened geopolitical tension. Volatility remains elevated. Today is a data-driven session. I track the headlines, the data, and the market levels so you don't have to. This show is for education and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research, but you can use this show as a foundation. Let's get into the mantra. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I'm building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I am the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable, I am skilled, I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. All right, let's check out that data. All right, excuse me, a little technical difficulty. Here we go. So at 5:15 a.m., we had ADP non-farm employment change forecasted at 50K. Actual came out at 63K. That's stronger than expected private payroll growth. That leans slightly supportive for economic resilience, but in the current environment, it can also influence rate expectations depending on how markets interpret labor strength. Let's check out SPY and see how the reaction was at 5:15. Sold off briefly, just for 5 minutes before trading sideways, so it didn't really do much. At 7 a.m., we have ISM Services PMI, which is a red folder, and at 7:30, we got Crude Inventories. Let's check out earnings. Yesterday, CrowdStrike had earnings. Let me go into 10 minutes so you can see. Yesterday, CrowdStrike had earnings after market close. They beat earnings by 1.7%, small beat on revenue. You can see the initial spike and then it came down. But right now, it's trading a little bit lower than the close from yesterday. No major notable names in the pre-market today. After market close, we have $8 trillion ticker AVGO reporting earnings, y'all. That's big. That's big for semiconductors and the AI narrative. Also, we have Webull reporting, so that'll probably affect Robinhood. All right, let's get into Robert Greene's daily law. The creative process. Imagine yourself years in the future, looking back at the work you have done. From that future vantage point, the extra months and years devoted to the process will not seem painful at all. Time is your greatest ally. In investing, time is the edge. Compounding requires patience. Market drawdowns feel painful in the moment, but viewed 5 or 10 years forward, disciplined accumulation during the volatility becomes a defining advantage. The investor who thinks in decades ignores short-term noise, builds through cycles, lets earnings growth and compounding work. Time smooths volatility. Time rewards discipline. The market transfers wealth from the impatient to the patient. For traders, this law means something different. Time isn't looking just about holding. It's about a refinement process. You imagine yourself years ahead. Have you built a repeatable system? Do you journal? Do you refine entries and exits? Do you master one setup deeply? Short-term trading still requires long-term commitment to mastery. The extra months studying behavior, the years refining risk management, those are invisible in the moment, but over time, they separate amateurs from professionals. Respect the levels, respect the volatility, let price confirm direction before committing capital. Stay disciplined, stay focused. The market's going to open in 7 minutes. This is $1 Trillion Tickers, and I'm your host, Matt Riches. All right, give me 1 second to set up the live stream. I'm going to need about 20 seconds, y'all. Give me about 20 seconds. All right. There we are. Let me write good morning in the chat. And also, peace, blessings, financial freedom. All right. Let's check out the market caps of our $1 Trillion tickers, see what we got. Most valuable company in the world, NVIDIA, 4.37 trillion. Apple, 3.87 trillion. Google, 3.67 trillion. Microsoft, 3 trillion. Amazon, 2.24 trillion. TSM, 1.83 trillion. Meta, 1.65 trillion. AVGO, 1.48 trillion. Tesla, 1.47 trillion. Berkshire B, 1.03 trillion. And Walmart, 1.01 trillion. All right, let's check out some news. Okay, I thought this was pretty cool. This is a DoorDash Dot, which is a robot. If you're on YouTube, you can see it. If you're on Facebook, you can't see it. You have to go to my YouTube. But basically, DoorDash created this little car that drops off your food.
Oh my gosh!
It looked kind of like a stroller.
It's awesome! Takes a lot of jobs, but it's awesome! Pizza! Do you guys tip them?
You just dropped off the food.
No tipping. Life sucks for you, dude.
No tipping.
Close it.
Push the button to close it.
Now it's gonna take off. Bye. Bye, DoorDash. Bye.
That's pretty dope.
See you around. Goodbye.
Let's see if it's gonna drive off.
You can go now. You're going out. Your parents are down. There you go.
That lady voice is annoying me though. That's pretty dope though. I'm sure people gonna be robbing that thing though. That's gonna be an issue. Alright, I got another quick video. This is a prototype robot phone. Check it out, y'all.
Here's your daily dose of compliments. The way you persist with effort is super cool.
We can talk to robot phone, and he will not only answer you, but with nod and shake his head if he disagreed. So this human emotional gesture will make you feel human-like. And also he can do even a backflip, and he can also dance with the beats. He can understand music.
Very steady. And I can give it a bit of a wiggle.
Your outfit is wonderful. The dark colored top with the honor logo looks very professional and stylish, and it's very suitable for this event scene.
I don't know how the hell he expects this phone to do a backflip. I think it's pretty ridiculous that he said that, but basically the phone, it can look at you and talk about your outfit, basically. So, yeah. I'm not sure how many people's gonna buy that. That phone might actually flop. All right, next motivation for Wallow. Never give up on your goal just because it's taking time. Time will pass anyway. You might as well let it pass while building something powerful. Shout out Wallow. Oh, we got another clip here. This is from the Anthropic CEO.
So just to back up a bit, I've been working on AI for 10 years, and probably the thing I've noticed most about it is how fast it's making progress. 2 years ago, it was at the level of a smart high school student. Now it's probably at the level of a smart college student and reaching beyond that. And on one hand, I think there's a number of very positive things that are going to happen. I used to be a biologist. I think AI has exactly the kind of skills that are needed to cure important diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's, to provide cheaper energy, many positive things. But exactly those same kind of skills, things like summarizing a document, brainstorming, putting together a financial report, makes me worry a lot that entry-level jobs in areas like finance, consulting, tech, many other areas like that, entry-level white-collar work, I worry that those things are going to be first augmented, but before long, replaced by AI systems, and that we may indeed, it's hard to predict the future, but we may indeed have a serious employment crisis on our hands as the pipeline for these early stage white collar work starts to contract and dry up.
Yes, sir. Taking white collar jobs now. Let's see how the government reacts to that. All right, let's check out the pre-market levels. NVIDIA 180.61, Google 302.12, Apple 264.72, Microsoft 401.32, Amazon 210.55, TSM 357, 358. AVGO 316.05, Meta 657.96. Tesla 397.90, Berkshire B 481.05, and Walmart 126.95. Market open, market open, market open. The market is open March 4th, 2026, 6:30 a.m. All right, let's check out some of our other tickers and let's see. SPX is up 0.5% at 6,843. SPY is up over 0.25% at 683.20. The NAS 100 is up almost 1% at 24,900. QQQ is up over 0.75% at 606.30. Pam Bondi's Dow Jones is up over 0.5% at 48,713. The Dow Jones ETF is up over 0.25% at 487.36. The VIX, let's see. Yesterday the VIX hit 28. Wow. Yesterday the VIX hit 28.15. But today it's at 22.32. So volatility is leaving the market. The 10-year Treasury note is at 407. Gold, after a substantial drop yesterday, it is trying to creep back up slowly. It's at $5,174 an ounce. The gold ETF, is this a gap fill? No, it's still in the gap. The gold ETF is still in the gap, and it's up 1.5% at 102.44. Silver, is this a gap fill? Nope, it's still in the gap as well. All right, silver is up almost 3% at 76.89. Copper miners ETF is up 1.5% at 88.15. AMD is up 0.75%. AMD is still in the gap at 192.24. Bitcoin is running, y'all. Bitcoin is running. Bitcoin is back over 70,000. It's at 72,600 right now, y'all, and climbing. It's up over 6%. IBIT is running 6.3%. Let's go. Ethereum is up over 6%. Ethereum is back over $2,000. Ethereum is at 2105. BMNR is up 8, almost 9% at 2130. Palantir is up almost 2% at 149, y'all. Robinhood is back over 80. It's up over 6%. It's right at almost at 6%. And you see how closely tied it is to crypto. Whenever crypto is running, Robinhood is running. When crypto falls, Robinhood falls. But it's up today though, back to $80. All right. Let me fix this chart right quick, y'all. Give me about 20 seconds. Gotta put the $1 trillion tickers on here. Every time I restart this computer, it always restarts this 8 ticker layout for some reason. Anyway, top left hand corner, Nvidia to the right, Google, Apple, Microsoft. Underneath Nvidia we have Amazon to the right, TSM, AVGO, and Meta Platforms. All right, there we go. All right. Let's see. What other news we got? This is from Bernie Sanders. My 5% billionaire tax will raise $4.4 trillion to give $3,000 to everyone in the household making $150K or less, build 7 million homes and apartments, enact a $60,000 minimum teacher salary, and expand Medicare for dental, vision, and hearing, and much more. Shout out Bernie Sanders. I don't know if it's going to get passed, but I like the idea. They're not going to hurt if they get taxed 5%. They billionaires. Tax their ass. Next. This is from LaRussell. He said, North Vallejo on Forbes, y'all. Black boy fly. LaRussell made it to Forbes, y'all. You gotta salute that brother there.
I'm wiggling. Popo thing in the water, baby. That ain't no water, baby. I'm wiggling. Black man, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? I'm wiggling. Popo thing in the water, baby. That ain't no water, baby. I'm wiggling.
LaRussell did an independent, y'all. All right, next. Look at this. Before we get to the next one, let's check out the Fear and Greed Index. We are still in fear. We are at 33 in the Fear and Greed Index. Let me run these prices on the $1 trillion tickers before we get to the next piece of news, because I don't want it to be close to LaRussell's wonderful piece of news. All right, Nvidia 181.57 is up almost 1%. Google is down almost 0.5% at 302.29. Apple is down almost 0.25% at 263.18. Microsoft is barely over break even at 404.20. Amazon is up 1.25% at 211.21. TSM is up over 1.25% at 357.95. AVGO is up over 0.25% at 314.85. Meta Platforms is up over 1% at 662. Tesla is up over 2.25% at 401. Tesla back over 400. Berkshire B is up 0.5% at 484.05. And Walmart is down 0.75% at 127, y'all. All right, let's check out the sectors. Technology is up almost 1%. Consumer staples is up almost 0.75%. Communications is barely under break even. Financials is up fractionally. Healthcare is down over 0.25%. Consumer staples is down almost 0.5%. Energy is down a little over 1%. Utilities is down over 0.5%. Industrials is barely under break even. Materials is up fractionally. And real estate is down over 0.25%. Let's check out some of these war stocks. 1078. XLE, we just went over that. Lockheed Martin is down over 0.5% at 663.35. Northrop Grumman is down over 2%. It did hit an all-time high yesterday. RTX is down almost 0.25% at 206. Chevron is down 1%. Hit an all-time high yesterday. And ExxonMobil is down 1%. All right. Let's get into this next piece of news. Former President Bill Clinton was seen flipping through old Epstein photos during his disposition, smiling and nodding before his attorney stepped in and took them away. Look at this guy here. So he was looking at it, his attorney took it, and he's like, no, let me see. Licking his finger, turning the pages, smiling and laughing.
Mr. President, we have
he laughing at old
old
Epstein photos.
So I just want to ask you,
and I know one of them photos was a picture of him in a dress. Epstein had a picture of Bill Clinton in a dress, sitting in a chair. So you know what they was doing on that island. Violating kids, and Clinton was cross-dressing. Sent his ass to jail. Next. U.S. citizens are being told to leave these countries immediately due to safety concerns. Bahrain, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Israel, the West Bank, Gaza, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Qatar, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Syria, the UAE, and Yemen. Get up out of there, good people. Get up out of there. All right. Oh, we got another one from Bernie Sanders. Elon Musk, worth $829 billion, owns Twitter, or X now. Bezos, worth $234 billion, owns the Washington Post and Twitch. Zuckerberg, worth $231 billion, owns Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. And Larry Ellison, worth $200 billion, is now about to control CNN, CBS, TikTok, and HBO. Yes, this is oligarchy. Yeah, a few companies control what we see, y'all, so we gotta keep that in mind when we're seeing these headlines. All right, next. This is from Trump. We're shutting off all trade with Spain because of their decision yesterday. For those that don't know, Spain banned the U.S. from using its military bases for operations in Iran yesterday. Trump didn't like that, boy. All right. It says 3 more cabinet level agencies, the Department of State, Treasury, Human and Health Services, are going to stop using Anthropic's AI products, joining the Pentagon switching to their rival OpenAI. I find it interesting how OpenAI was like, yeah, we'll do it. Anthropic is like, nah, we're not going to let you just surveil any and everybody. It was 2 things that they said they're not willing to do. That OpenAI said, shit, we'll do it. Based on that, should we stop using ChatGPT and should we go to Claude? Because OpenAI clearly doesn't care about... they clearly have less morals than Anthropic. Interesting. Next. This is from Goldman Sachs. Over the long term, our baseline estimate is about 6 to 7% of workers, equivalent to 11 million jobs, will be displaced by AI automation. That's a lot of jobs, man. $11 million though? Man. We're gonna need some of that universal basic income then. Alright, next. So we got some more Trump news. Trump tweet. The Genius Act is being threatened and undermined by the banks, and it is unacceptable. We're not gonna allow it. The US needs to get market structure done ASAP. Americans should earn more money on their money. The banks are hitting record profits, and we're not going to allow them to undermine our powerful crypto agenda that will end up going to China and other countries if we don't get the Clarity Act taken care of. The Genius Act was the U.S. first big step to making the United States the crypto capital of the world, and getting the Clarity Act done is the next step to finish the job, and most importantly, keep this big and powerful industry in our country. The bank should not be trying to undercut the Genius Act or hold the Clarity Act hostage. We need to make a good deal with the crypto industry because that's what's in the best interest for the American people. This industry cannot be taken from the people of America when it is so close to becoming truly successful. Thanks for your attention on this. So you know Trump is a big crypto bull, and you know he making a lot of bread off crypto. So he want to make more bread. He said the banks is making enough. He need to make more. Let me move these. Oh yeah, we had a couple trades. What was the trades from today? TSM. He said a break over at 364. Alright, well, not yet. We'll see, maybe later. Not yet. And the other one was Intel. I forget the entry, but it ran up and came down and trying to push back up. Alright, I thought this was interesting. If you're looking on YouTube here, shout out everybody on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. The McDonald's CEO, Chris Kempinski, goes viral after seemingly reluctant to eat his own burgers. He takes a tiny bite, looks uncomfortable, and calls the food product. Check it out. It's about a 1 minute clip.
About it. Here it is. The Chris K here. with, you've heard about it, here it is, the Big Arch. This is something that we have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good.
Can I zoom in?
I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So here we go. First, holy cow. God, that is a big burger. We've got a very unique kind of sesame, poppy sort of bun on it. We've got 2 quarter-pound patties, a delicious Big Arch sauce, and of course some lettuce. So, there's so much going on with this. First of all, let's try to get this thing, I don't even know how to attack it. Got so much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth. That is so good. That's a big bite for a Big Arch. It's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger.
Hold on. Look at this. He took a small ass bite like he was a little ass kid. Talking about that's a big bite. But you showing the camera that small ass bite. What the hell is this dude talking about? Yo, this dude don't got no sense. Look at that small ass bite. It's so ridiculous.
That is so
you can't
good.
even see the fucking
That's a
bite.
big bite for a Big Arch. It's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else on our menu. It's a delicious product. You know, you've got sort of the cheeses and the gooiness.
I heard that.
Crispy onions
It's a
as well.
delicious
It's a nice
product.
texture. And of course, we've got the pickles. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch, but Big Arch, try it when you can get it. Also is unlike anything else on our menu. Distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else on our menu. It's a delicious product. You know,
It's a delicious product. Yo. He should have hired somebody to do this. I don't know why he chose to take this role of promoting this new product, but he did a terrible job. And I definitely don't want to eat this burger. I don't trust this burger. This dude took a small ass bite. He didn't even want to. He knew he was about to film himself eating this burger, and he took a small ass bite. Man, get this dude the hell out of here. Maybe he did it on purpose. Maybe he knew if he just bit it regular, it wouldn't go viral if he did that dumb shit and talk about it's a product. Maybe this is all marketing because we talking about that on the show, but that should look retarded. But still, I don't want to eat it because if the CEO wouldn't eat it and he calling it a product, then I'm not gonna eat it. All right, next. Physical AI like robots, autonomous vehicles, and drones could hit 1.4 trillion market value by 2035. Let's check out the heat map. See what we got. Still a lot of red on this thing. Still a lot of red outside of Nvidia, Amazon, Tesla, MU, AMD, BlackRock, Caterpillar looking good, Lam Research. But yeah, still a lot of red in energy, utilities, transportation, industrials, materials. But a little bit more green, a lot more green than yesterday. Oh, we got a lot of green down here. Meta, Oracle, Netflix, Palantir, App11, Datadog. Yeah. Heat map looks much better than yesterday. Alright. Let's see what we got. The S&P 500 turned 69 years old today. Imagine investing in the S&P 69 years ago. That's a lot of compound interest. All right, next. This is from Dan Ives on Twitter. CrowdStrike's position as the gold standard of cybersecurity remains firmly unchanged in the face of this software sell-off, with the company's innovative, best-in-class Falcon platform becoming increasingly important in the new modern AI threat landscape. AI is a tailwind. Price target $550, y'all. $550. Let's see the current price, $388, and they have a price target of $550. Is that time for a leap? Let's see. Oh, that thing way down there. Oh, well, the all-time high is 566. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, this thing been falling since November. It actually fell 39.5%, but it's currently at negative 31%. It's been moving to the upside over the past week, but shit, before that, it's been falling ever since November. And I see a gap right here, too. All right, let's see. All right, so that's crowd. Okay, give me a second. Let me drink this coffee because I got a lot to read coming up. Man. All right. There we go. All right, so this is from Dan Ives. Wedbush Securities. He says the Iran conflict adds new stress to the tech trade. What to own through the worries. Investors are now navigating the uncertain Iran military conflict in the Middle East, adding to the nervousness already in the tech trade with the AI ghost trade and Anthropic worries abound. Despite the recent sell-off, it's not time to panic. And we view these as our top 10 tech names to own through this geopolitical jittery backdrop. These tech names are defensive and well-positioned stocks to navigate this volatility with robust business models. The cybersecurity and military exposed names, Palantir, are particularly well-positioned in our view. Okay, so CrowdStrike is number one. We just talked about them. So let's go to the next one, PanW. Okay, this is Palo Alto Networks. As you can see, it also sold off crazy since October. It was down 37%. It's currently up 29%. We may have hit the bottom on this software sell-off. That's what it's looking like, but it's only been a week, so I'm not going to call that out yet. But anyway, PanW AI-driven platform approach continues to gain traction, with AI further increasing PanW's value proposition, while increased AI usage by attackers provides a larger attack surface, increasing the need for AI-driven cyber tools adoption across the enterprise. All right, next. I don't think I heard of this one. Checkpoint Software Technologies. Wow, this is down. Yeah, this got chopped, boy. This got chopped. This is the all-time high. March a year ago, it ain't hit all-time high. This thing been falling for a year. It fell 35%. It's currently down 32%. Yeah. Okay, let's see. CHKP remains well positioned on the security side of it as the company looks to develop a competitive suite of cyber solutions across SASE, ERM, and email harmony, with AI an important driver of deal flow of business moving forward. Next, Microsoft. Microsoft definitely been in a downtrend as well since October. Microsoft represents our defensive name within the tech trade as Microsoft accelerates the monetization across cloud and AI with $625 billion in backlog to capitalize on the coming quarters. All right. Palantir. It's been having a nice week and a half. Palantir remains in a robust position to continue gaining deals across its U.S. federal business, with AIP becoming the default builder platform for the Department of War. All right, next, PL. Planet Labs. Is that the all-time high? Yes, it is. So this one is not down nearly as much as the others. It's been recovering since the past couple weeks. All right. PL is seeing strong demand for its space solutions as it looks to win significant new business and further expand its relationships with defense and intelligence as more governments have started to realize the criticality of geospatial data. All right, next is Apple. Apple ain't hit all-time high since December. All right, let's see. Apple represents another defensive name within this tech trade as the company's success with its consumer-driven product portfolio remains strong given the momentum with the iPhone 17 upgrade cycle and monster cash flow. All right, next. Voyager Technologies. I never heard of this one. Oh, this is brand new. This just IPO'd last June. And it fell dramatically. But I'm not bullish until it breaks this 38.96. That's for sure. But it looks like it's been consolidating all February. So if it can break out of this 29.62, then I definitely see some upside. But it definitely got to break that level. It's very close right now, though. All right. Voyager's advanced capabilities in guidance, navigation, and control, digital systems, secure communications, and AI-driven intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance position the company in a strong spot. Yeah, it's definitely on discount right now. Definitely on big discount. Let's see how much discounted. So, ever since the IPO, it's just been falling. It actually fell 76% and is currently down 61%. But ever since the IPO, it just fell. So, I definitely don't like that. That means everybody that got in pre-IPO, they sold it immediately. And it's just been falling ever since. So they made their bag and sold that shit off. All right, next. That's the difficulty trying to buy IPOs, man. People that's getting in, that got in early, they might have been holding that shit for 5 to 10 years before it finally IPO'd. So they're like, shit, we tired of waiting. Let me get these profits. All right, next is Salesforce. hit an all-time high. December 4th, 2024, fell 52%, currently down 46%. But yeah, I don't like that. But let's see what they said. CRM is a long-term winner in the AI revolution, as CRM can still monetize its vast installed base, over 150,000 customers that have spent decades codifying their business logic and organizing their data within the Salesforce ecosystem. And last one, y'all. Last one. I know it's been a lot of companies. ServiceNow hit an all-time high January 2025. Fell 58%. Currently down 52%. Still in a downtrend. It got to get over 136 for me to be back bullish. Currently at 113. It does got a gap to fill before we get there. ServiceNow, we believe this is a disconnected valuation, as AI will ultimately be a tailwind for existing implementation like ServiceNow, with trillions of data points ingrained in enterprise infrastructure that will be difficult to replace. There it is, y'all. That was Dan Ives' idea about the winners while we go through this Iran war. All right, I thought this was interesting. It says discretionary tech and utility stocks have been the winners 1 year after geopolitical risk peaks. So the S&P is usually, this is since 1990. After the geopolitical risk peak, the S&P usually returns almost 12%, with consumer discretionary returning almost 6%, technology almost 3%, utilities almost 2%, but telecom is negative over 7%. So I thought that was interesting. If this is the peak of the geopolitical risk, then in a year, you may be up 12% on SPY. All right, next, from Walter Bloomberg on Twitter. Record 401k withdrawals signal financial strain. A record share of Americans are tapping retirement savings as financial pressures rise. In 2025, 6% of workers with plans run by Vanguard have made hardship withdrawals, up from 4.8% in 2024 and about 2% pre-pandemic. The main reason is avoiding eviction and foreclosure and covering medical bills. The median withdrawal is $1,900. The trend reflects a split reality. Many workers are saving more and benefiting from strong markets, but a growing group faces financial stress. Easier withdrawal rules and automatic enrollment have also made it simpler for people to access their 401k funds when needed. All right. I thought this was very bullish for NVIDIA. Leo Koguan is the largest retail investor in Tesla. He owns 0.9% of Tesla, almost 1% of Tesla. He just bought 1 million NVIDIA shares, y'all. And he says, I plan to buy more. AI is not a bubble. It's just the beginning. Tesla embodied physical AI. NVIDIA is an enabler, foundational layer of AI. Shout out to bro. He bought 1 million shares, boy. At this price? All right, next. Tesla. This is from Bank of America. Resumed coverage of Tesla with a buy rating and a 460 price target. The bank cites Tesla's lead in autonomous driving, scalable robotaxi potential, already live in some cities, and strong growth drivers such as FSD, Energy, and Optimus Robot, supporting a bullish long-term outlook. All right, next. This is from Goldman Sachs. We assume flows through the Strait of Hormuz start to recover in 5 days and fully recover by mid-April. All right. Next, a container ship trying to enter the Strait of Hormuz has been hit by 2 drones. Ooh. So, yeah, it hasn't been 5 days yet because they still getting hit with drones, y'all. All right. The sell-off descends into rout in South Korea. It had the biggest one-day drop since 2008. The South Korea sell-off. Next, look at this robot, y'all. Oh, we don't need no music, but look at this robot. If you watch it on YouTube, you can see this robot doing karate, doing backflips, dancing. It's pretty dope. Break dancing now. Damn. Oh, this is from China. This is Unitree's humanoid robot G1. Pushes physical boundaries with Omni Extreme framework. It can flip, do handstands and martial arts moves. Damn, it's doing handstands too. Oh yeah, this thing is dope. Tesla better catch up. This thing is raw. This thing is ready to beat somebody up, boy. Shout out to Unitree. These need to be walking down the street. These need to be walking down the street right now. All right, we got some more robot news. It's about a 1-minute clip. Check it out, y'all.
The industrial humanoid race just got a heavy-duty contender. Meet Noble Machines. Formerly under Control Robotics, this Sunnyvale startup just officially emerged from stealth. Founded by veterans from SpaceX, Apple, and NASA. They aren't focused on aesthetics or in mimicking the human gait. They are building for the 4D jobs. Dull, dirty, dangerous, and declining. Their platform, Mobi, runs end-to-end autonomy on a single NVIDIA Jetson Orin Edge computer. Using a custom pipeline, they have achieved a 95% zero-shot transfer rate from simulation to hardware. Noble is optimizing for 5-hour shifts and pure torque. This is AI that proves itself on the factory floor before it scales. Engineered for industry, Noble Machines is officially on the clock.
That's pretty dope, y'all. Yeah, it don't look like a humanoid robot, but this is just one that's going to be working in the warehouses and factories. So it doesn't have to look like one as long as it can get the work done. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. All right. Oh, we got a clip from 19 Keys, y'all. Shout out to Brother Keys.
Your Gmail, right? It can access your browser, search the internet. You can give it a wallet. Some people are having their AI agents trade and make their money. A friend of mine told me that he just made $80,000 with it as well.
80,000. Woo!
That he just made $80,000 with it as well, doing work for him, designing and trading. So AI is this extension of self that we now have, right? My original formula for AI is artificial intelligence plus natural intelligence equals enhanced intelligence. And now I would say extended intelligence. So artificial just means human made, right? And so it kind of get a bad rap in a negative connotation to the word artificial. When it's just talking about things that we made, not God made, right? So computers are artificial, right? And this intelligence that we name it as, it's not really intelligence, it's machine learning. Artificial intelligence is really a marketing word, right? But it's really machine learning. And so the machines are learning, and there's different tiers to it. But what we're seeing in this, your Gmail, right? It can access your browser, search the internet. You can give it a wallet. Some people are having their AI agents trade and make their money. A friend of mine told me.
Shout out Keys, y'all. All right, next. Let me run the numbers. Been giving a lot of news. Let me run the numbers. Go out a daily chart up here. So Yeah, Nvidia is still in the consolidation zone. It did get into the gap on Monday, halfway filled the gap and rejected, and now is back in the gap. So, see if that gap gets filled up today or tomorrow. Let me see. Let's put on the algo and see what we got, folks. If we got anything. Nope. Let's go on a 4 hour. See if we got a buy on a 4 hour. Probably right here. Yep. So we're right at the entry. This was actually a signal from Monday in the pre-market at 5 a.m. It pulled back, but it's right back at that entry. 182.63 with a price target of 191.36 and a stop loss of 173.90. That is on the 4 hour for Nvidia. All right, let's go to Google. See if we got any new signals. Nope. The last signal on the daily was back in February 6th. So let's check out the 4 hour. Nope. February 26th. So it's kind of far back. So no new signals on Google. Actually, let's check out if we got any trades for the day traders. Check out the 10 minute. So we did have a buy here at 640 on a 10-minute chart. Let's go on the 15-minute chart just for more. Since it's almost now 7:15, so we got 3 full 15-minute candles. So it did have a sell here in the pre-market. When I was on the 10-minute, we had a buy here. It did come down and touch the stop loss, but it did not close. And now it's headed back up. So this entry was 182.61 with the first price target being 184.43, and that will be a gap fill. All right, but it is not on the 15. It is still in a sell. But as you can see, the stop loss is 182.26 and it's currently over that. So that means once this candle closes in 14 minutes, that this will turn into a buy if it stays above this stop loss. So it might be ready to flip for Nvidia, y'all. So keep that in mind. Check out Google on the 15. Do we got any signal? We had a sell, but it got faked out. It's currently right at the stop loss. So no good on that one. Let's check out the 10 minute. Nope. No good on Google. Let's check out Apple. Look at this first candle. It came right up to my 266.20 daily level and rejected hella hard. That thing sold off $5. That would have been a great put opportunity. Great level by me. My technical analysis. All right. We had a sell signal here at 640. It came very close. It came within 20 cents of TP1 and then headed back in the other direction. So if you took profits, before it hit the TP1, then you're good. If you did not, it looks like it's about to get stopped out right now. All right, let's check out the 15. And on the 15, it's still in the sell. The stop loss on the 15 is 266. The stop loss is basically at the rejection point. You know what I mean? So there's that. Alright, Microsoft. Microsoft had a sell in the pre-market. Let's check out the 10. Microsoft had a buy on the 10 minute at 650. 405.72 with a stop loss of 402.66 and a take profit one of 408.78. So it is currently down $1.16 from the entry, but there it is on the screen, y'all. Alright, next. Amazon. Amazon looking strong today. See what we got. We had a buy here in the pre-market at 450. Let's check out the 15, see if we got a more recent buy. We had a buy on the 15 at 5 o'clock. So this was the pre-market call. But yeah, Amazon looking strong. Hella strong today. It's up over. Amazon up over 3%. Alright, TSM. TSM had a sell in the pre-market. Let's see if there's any more recent signal. Nah, this is also in the pre-market. AVGO looking strong, looking real strong right now. AVGO had a buy at 650, 317.61. Price target 320.96. Look like it's gonna hit. Looks like it's breaking through our 320 resistance level. So this was a good call by the algo entry. It only was underwater less than 20 cents before heading back to the upside. And it came and retested it, and now it's moving up. So very, very good call for the algo at 6:50 a.m. Oh yeah, they got earnings too, so it should definitely be bullish for them today. Okay, here we go on the 15 minute. They just had a signal here at 7 o'clock. So this candle been open for this is a brand new signal, but it is up over. It did move $1 already since the signal, but yeah. Price target 321.19 followed by 323, y'all. Alright, let's check out Meta. Okay, Meta looking strong. It's definitely gonna be a buy signal. Oh, they got a buy signal pre-market. Okay. Meta looking strong. Let's see on the 10 minute. Yeah, buy signal in the pre-market. Next target for Meta on the 10 minute is 671. Next target on the 15 is 673. But it's definitely looking strong. It's up almost 2% today. Tesla looking strong too. Tesla's up over 3%. Had a strong buy in the pre-market. This looks like the second entry. It does have some resistance here in this red area. This is from Smart Money Concepts. Oh, so this new signal is actually printing right now on this candle. So it's not gonna be finalized for 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, that's where the next entry will be on Tesla for the 15 minute. This will be entry number 2. All right, let's check out Tesla on the 10-minute. Got a strong buy here on the 10-minute. Entry was 403.65. It's currently up almost $2 from the entry. Price target being 407, y'all. So this strong buy printed 4 minutes ago. Good call by the algo. Stop loss is at 427 cents. All right, Berkshire B on the 10-minute. Got a strong buy in the pre-market. So this is the second entry here. 485.25 with a target of 486.98. Stop loss of 483.52. And Walmart just been chopping all day. Did have a sell here in the pre-market. End up hitting TP1 and reversing. So this is going to flip. If this candle closes above this 127.52, then this will turn into a buy. We got about 5 minutes before that happens. All right. That's about it, y'all. Oh, we got 2 more. A piece of news. It's from Wallow. Dedication is quiet. It shows up when no one is watching and builds a life everyone will eventually notice. Shout out Wallow. And next, Nebius received approval for his first gigawatt scale AI factory in the United States. Shout out Nebius, man. About to build a factory too. All right. So that's what we got, people. I think I should do this algo on the 10-minute chart more often. I should start it at 10 minutes after open. Let's see if we get any new signals. And see if we can make some bread with the algo, y'all. How about it? Put yes in the comments or yes in the chat if that's a good idea. I think it is. All right, let's check out some Instagram stuff we like to listen to.
Every morning, everyone should speak these 5 affirmations, all right? I am the best. I can do it alone. God is always with me. I am a winner. Today is my day. Every morning, everyone should speak these 5 affirmations, all right? I am the best. I can do it alone. God is always with me. I am a winner. Today is my day.
Shout out Bruce Lee.
It ain't all good, but it ain't all bad either. So be thankful. Be happy. Smile. Gonna be productive today.
We will be productive today.
Be happy. Y'all gonna be productive today. So just be happy. Be thankful. Tell God thank you. It ain't all good.
Shout out that young brother right there.
You're more blessed than you think. Sometimes you just struggle to realize how much is in front of you because you're constantly thinking about what you have to obtain. The rich person is not the one who has a lot, but the one that has enough. So you should seek to have enough, inshallah. When was the last time?
All right. Check this out. I just seen this yesterday.
If there was a proverb that every black person on planet Earth needed to hear, it would be this one. The ancestors said, if the panther knew how much he is feared, he would do much more harm. And the panther is a creature that only attacks when provoked, when its back is against the wall. Though it is one of the most dangerous animals in existence, it can hunt in water, it can hunt on land, it can hunt in trees, and it's like the ancestors were talking to us as the panther. If you didn't procrastinate, if you didn't wait till your back was against the wall, if you didn't wait till you had to, what would you be capable of? How much should we fear your impact, your capabilities, your potential? May it not stay as potential. May the Panther know today what it's capable of and act like it. May you act like you're one of God's most dangerous creations, one of God's most capable creations. May you show up today. May this be the last day you procrastinate. May this be the last day you wait. Let's get it today.
It don't happen overnight, and there's going to be moments when it's really, really frustrating, and there's going to be moments when it's really, really inspiring and empowering. And if you get too high off the highs and too low off the lows, you're going to take yourself on a ride that's very uncomfortable. I think it's just about being committed to the work, appreciating it, when it's good and not stressing too bad when it's bad, just appreciating the work and staying focused on showing up every day.
That's what we do. We show up every day, put that work in. This is $1 Trillion Tickers. I'm your host, Matt Riches. We'll be back tomorrow in the pre-market. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.